Tell you once, don't tell you twice. I'm real discreet, a thief in the night. Yeah. If I call you boo, I know it's good. Sometimes you, I know it's fine. Tell you once, tell you twice. I'm real discreet, a thief in the night. Thief in the night. If I call you boo, I know it's good. Sometimes you, I know it's fine. Tell you once, tell you twice.
All right, you too. Yeah, we back cracking, man. Hey, y'all gotta excuse me if I'm like a little up and down, man. Like I said, man, I just got out the hospital today. God is good. Praise God all the time, baby. Anyway, it looks like Chrisean Rock is trending right now. It is breaking the internet. Wack 100 exposes Chrisean Rock for the passing of her ex-boyfriend, Ronnie Doe. You know what I'm saying? There's been some speculations going on about, her making, dangerous accusations, saying some things that could potentially harm his life. And he ended up passing real short after she made some statements about him, allegedly. So let's get to the content, man. This is a Ruler Report video, man. So y'all know how we do it. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. Bye.
When it's time to get dope,
I don't know nothing about the
I ain't crying. Oh, yeah.
To take place, may be signaling for a certain situation to take place by some of the things that he's saying. But before we get into that, let's see how we got here. Now, Chrisean Rock was actually doing a podcast or a YouTube video with a group of people when she referred to the Crips in a derogatory term, and it went viral. Check it out, though.
What
you think about Jiggy? What's Jiggy?
Trying to see, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, what you say?
I be picking up Blanco.
Watch your mouth, Chrisean.
They be calling Crips.
Watch your mouth, Chrisean.
Oh my God.
Play that with Blueface, not with D-Mac.
D-Mac, why is you crying? I don't know nothing about the politics.
I ain't crying, but you know about us. You know about all the politics. Don't play. Don't play.
Saying red nose.
I'm gonna run into you again too up outside here because I'm going viral. I'm gonna run into you again. I'm gonna question you. I'm like, damn, what's up with all that crap you was talking about? Damn, why you had to press the line on that young nigga? Yeah. One of these days, sooner or later.
Some people might have took what D-Mac did as him actually showing her grace, because some people would have crashed out on Chrisean right then and there. They wouldn't have cared if the cameras was rolling or not. And I salute him for handling it the way that he handled it, because it could have went a totally different direction.
Absolutely. Hey, yeah. Hey, women been crying for equal rights forever. They treat me like a man too. Give me man's pay. Get socked in the face like a man too. Absolutely not, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise y'all this. It is not cool to put your hands on a woman. I don't care how you cut that. It just means your walk away game is weak. If you got to put your hands on a female, bro, you need to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to walk away, bro. You're not winning by trying to, tongue wrestle with a woman, gang. Don't get it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely walk away. But I do believe this. If it's good enough for SpongeBob, it's good enough for you. If you want to fight a man, and it's limits to fighting, putting your hands on a man. If you throw a brick at a man and you knock out all of his motors, you knock his motors out with a brick, hell yeah, nigga, yeah, headbutt her ass, do something, nigga. You don't just walk away. I'm sorry. I ain't saying you throw a brick and hit her back because it's go potato face, meat face after that, but it's all right to headbutt her ass. And when you go to court, God, judge, I didn't put my hands on this broad. I swear to God. Yeah, nigga, that's how you do it. But nah, man, it's not cool to put your hands on a woman. But I will say this, man, women been getting away with murder for years with that shit, you know, because why? Mothers always taught their sons to never disrespect a woman, but mothers never taught their daughters to never disrespect a man. You see what I'm saying? And for generations and years, it was cool for women to hit a man, but a man couldn't hit a woman because we hit harder and they hits don't hurt. But when you got a broad that's motherfucking 6'2", 330 pounds, and you about 4'11", yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, nigga, walk away, nigga. But nah, man, it's just not cool, man. I respect that youngster though, man. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, D-Mac been, you know, he been going viral for a minute. He is somebody who would take it there, you know what I'm saying, with a ninja, and he decided to, you know, be you know, show some leisure. So I gotta salute that young nigga for that. But at the end of the day, man, you know, I hope these women in this day and age tell their daughters, don't put your hand on these young men, because these young men are being raised by their mamas. So they don't have a masculine man inside the house to teach them how to walk away. So everything that young man is being raised with, they're being raised with a woman from a woman's perspective. So, you know, he's going to adopt a lot of feminine traits because he ain't growing up around a lot of male figures. He's growing up with his mother, his aunties, the cousins, the sisters, and all that. And it's not nobody there to show him masculine traits. So when he get older, you know, same reason why women like, oh, these men are soft, is because a lot of women decided to raise their kids on their own. And it's the honest to God truth. So these young generation of men, they're thinking like a woman. You see what I'm saying? Their perspective, their training, their education is coming from a woman. It's a lot of these youngsters out here who are their mom didn't have any more kids, and she had 2 sisters, and her mama, they didn't have no brothers. So just imagine a young boy growing up with a woman by herself. Yes, she could teach him this, that, and the third, but it's nothing like having the essence of a man that's going to, you know, tell you, stop falling. Every time you fall, your mama nurturing you. Oh, you okay, baby? And, you know, the father like, man, stop dropping, stop falling. You failed once, don't do it again. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that no more. You know what I'm saying? You don't have grandpa no more. Grandpa didn't even play with the kid. Hey, Doreen, get your grandson and shit. I don't play with these little young ass niggas and shit. Hey, don't you touch that phone. You don't pay no goddamn phone bill around here. We grew up, I don't know about y'all, but when we was growing up, gang, we had to pay for our minutes. Like Sprint, you had 300 minutes and free weekends. They like, what? Yeah, nigga, you had to pay for your minutes. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all remember when we had Sprint, Nextel, we would get 300 minutes for like $40, 800 minutes for like $60, whatever those price range was. We had to pay for our minutes. So when we called somebody, we knew exactly what we was talking about. We didn't waste no time. We got busy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what you doing? I'm at the house. All right, I'm about to come pick you up at 8:30. Be ready. And that's what it was when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying? And then we had the chirps. You know what I'm saying? We had the 2-way pagers. That, I mean, you know, we had to see. That's the thing. This generation, these kids, they spoiled. They got unlimited talk and text and Wi-Fi and hotspot. Boy, we didn't get none of that shit, nigga. She like, why you didn't call me? I ran out of minutes, bitch. That's why I didn't call your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, the game have changed tremendously. So yeah, you know, but hey, what can I say? But you know, this new day and age, boy. Yeah. Free minutes after 9. There you go, twin. You feel me? Yeah. It was one of, I didn't remember exactly what it was, but we paid for our minutes. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I still owe JJ Beepers. I probably still owe Blockbuster. Remember we used to go to Blockbuster and rent the VH. I'm tripping. I don't even know what audience is in here. I know I got some old school, some new school, and some vintage school in here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like a classic around it. Yeah, let's get it. Let's go. Shout out to everybody pulling up to the live, though, man. Let's go.
Although, let's not get it twisted. D-Mac definitely told her that basically he was going to see her in another time, sooner or later, and he was going to question her about what she said during the filming of this video. Now, Chrisean tried to play stupid, talking about she's picking up different lingo, educate her and things like that. But at the end of the day, she knew exactly what she was saying. And he made sure to tell her play with Blueface, don't play with me like that, because we all know that the reason why she's taking this direction, why she's taking this approach, is to basically insult Blueface, but at the same time, she's placed herself in a situation to where every Crip, not just LA, like some people are saying, but all over the country are offended by the term that she used. Now, with that being said, she would take her disrespect as well as her plan with these street politics a step further. Now, according to many sources, including Wack 100, she showed up to a Zeus event with like 20 dudes from BPS, and allegedly they were turned down at the door. But the fact that she tried to show up with these individuals that Blueface actually dissed in the song he did when he first came home leads to another conversation.
It's been a long night. We had to go do that zoo shit. Chrisean showed up with 20 bloods at the door. But I think tonight was a real reality check for us.
Schoolyards run LA. School Crip. We don't approve. You're not getting in.
I got all these police out here. Yeah, nigga on Bryson was at the front door. You got them not trying to let a nigga in. On Chrisean, you got extra security, nigga.
Not only would the Bloods say that they denied them entry, but they also said that they had security. They claimed that they had LAPD security on deck.
You know what's so crazy about all this is if this shit go left between Blueface and Chrisean, right, between schoolyards and the BPSs, which been having, you know, altercations for generations, right? Who you think they gonna start diving into? You know what I'm saying? They go start. Blueface got the bag. He ain't in the hood. They go start sitting up on them schoolyards and unmarked cars, trying to figure out who is a shooter from over there. They go to the biddies. You know what I'm saying? They go to the jungles. You know what I'm saying? And they go be sitting in unmarked cars at the park just watching these dudes because they got a task force. Y'all gotta believe that it's a task force that's monitoring all of this. What make you think that they would have cameras on every major street and light pole, flock camera, spotters, all of this, and not have a task force that monitors social media, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, because they don't got to do nothing no more. You exchanging the beef on the internet. I mean, it don't take a rocket science to realize, like, damn. Hey, Cody. What was that young dude name? The rapper dude? I like his energy, but he's finna crash out. I bet you $20 he's finna crash out. Yeah, he's gonna confess that he has an altercation with this guy over here from this hood. They writing it down, and this is what I would think they would do. I would think that because a lot of these dudes are so uneducated that they will create a fake profile and they will make a model. You're a rapper, you know what I'm saying? And they have put a real legit profile with a woman with, you know, out to eat, foods, the same pictures. They would pay for the views, pay for the following, and it looks legit. Start following you and be texting you and asking you all the kind of shit. Probably even turn off the lights and put a female cop to talk to you and infiltrate you. And you're not even thinking that. See, most people don't wake up thinking that any day it can happen to you when you're in the streets. At any day, anytime, it can happen to you. If it can happen to somebody yesterday, it can happen to you today. Always remember, it's a dog fight when you walk outside that house. You can't trust nobody. You can't trust nobody because you don't know that person's real name. You don't know when you come into the streets and you will go to your communities, everybody is acting in a certain demeanor where all for one and one for all. Everybody is on the same demon time. Everybody's willing to crash out. Everybody's willing to go ride for each other at that time. And if you make it through that day, you get to go home to your families and your friends and outside of your community and be somebody else. Because majority of the time, like prime example, what did you want to be when you was a kid? You're not that now. Yeah, nigga. You done wasted 20 years of your life. Yeah, nigga. Everybody wanted to be somebody. You see what I'm saying? And you're not that now. So what make you think that when you go into these communities that this is how somebody is all day long? Nigga, I don't care about nothing, man. I'm a demon. I'm a mind. Come on, bro. You still got to pick up your daughter. You got to spend time with grandma. You know what I'm saying? Mama asking you to take out the trash. you know, all that demon go out the window. You see what I'm saying? So you was a social security number before you was a gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? So that gang culture side of you, that's one spectrum of your life. Now, some people like to carry it all day long and all that shit, but you can only do it for so long. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see gangsters nigga at a red light, nigga singing Beyonce songs and shit. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. All my ladies and shit. Hey, I wish I would see a nigga playing Beyonce in the streets and you a killer out here. Come on, bro. We cutting the cap. We ain't doing that. But nah, man, the game is called. Let's go.
Now, Wack 100 would say that he had 10 people sitting across the street watching the 20-some individuals at the door waiting for the actual signal if anything was to pop off. You know, Wack claims that he has this team of 30 people at this event, and 20 of them walked inside the building with him. The other 10 were outside on the perimeter just in case something popped off. And in this case, people actually did pull up, but the individual outside claims they didn't see anybody but extra security and LAPD. But nevertheless, Chrisean Rock would take to her social media and start addressing some of the things that people were saying about her getting some type of gang conflict started by trolling Blueface with individuals from BPS.
Schoolyard. I was with the schoolyards before. We was living life together, making money, showing up in one place together. Cool. Y'all not used to sharing a platform if I ever split apart with y'all. Now, I'm not sharing my money. I'm not sharing my clout. I pull up with different niggas. Now I'm pulling up with the other side. I didn't know. I didn't set that up. I didn't know I was the blood. And then the blood is going to be affiliated with beefing with the different hoods. My nigga don't even got a problem with Blueface. You feel me? But it's like Blueface want that issue for some odd reason. It don't got nothing to do with the streets because he's talking about on schoolyard. How you banging your set and your set is saying come to the hood to get DP? Like, you feel me? I see if we came and we was going to go see a nigga perform. Like, okay, why did I pull up?
To be honest, man, we know why you pulled up. We know why you came with the individuals that you came with. Wack 100 would say something that caught my ear. And this was prior to the Adam and Wack show. Earlier this week, Wack 100 would say that Chrisean Rock may eventually be picked up for the unaliving of the guy who was running around saying that he was her baby dad, Ronnie.
Look, bro, there's gonna come a day where one of them little niggas gonna get caught and they're gonna use her as a get out of jail free card and they're gonna arrest Chrisean for the murder of Ronnie.
What?
Believe that. That's a fact. One of these little, just like they did Jimmy Henchman, didn't nobody know until the got booked on one thing and they told the police. Yeah, it's only one way.
Now, that's catch that game though. We're living in a society now where you actually have to use your brain, right? I highly suggest any young cat that's watching me right now, bro, if you know that this nigga ain't been battle tested, bro, don't let that dude jump in the car with you or nothing. Because if you listen, what's going on now, because the internet is so big, because let's pause for a second. Don't y'all find it ironic that you can't talk about anything negative when it's dealing with an animal? You talk about an animal on this YouTube platform, any sort, they're going to pull the plug. But you got two black people on here talking about crashing out, unaliving, all of that crazy stuff. It pushes through and it trends. You see what I'm saying? You can actually make more money talking about black on black violence than you can in regards of any type of other species. An animal, pull the plug. You can't even rap about an animal in any uncomfortable way. That will never fly on the radio. But you can have this blood and this crip talking about, oh, I'm like that and I'm ready to die. Let's meet up and die. Let's meet up at the police station and catch a case. That's what it sounds like. Because you cannot, all of this gangster, man, y'all can have that, bro. I swear to God. When I look at, man, man, my energy costs too much. Man, my time costs too much, gang. It took me for me to get to my 40s to win, realize that you can't win in this, man. The internet, I could get on here and say, let me see. I caught the 90s chick digging in her ass the other day, digging in her nose, thumping boogers out and shit. And it could go viral. And knowing that it's a complete lie. You see what I'm saying? The internet don't care about the truth because the lie is more popular. The lie is way more, it's better, it's interesting, it's entertaining because the lie comes with more lies and it comes with drama and it comes with chaos. You see what I'm saying? The platform, look at this shit. We destroying each other, be honest with you. When we think about this shit and think about how Chrisean utilizes God and go to church and plays the victim, and then, saying that she wishes that her baby father, you know what I'm saying? I try to sound like from Baltimore, her baby father, you know what I'm saying? I wish he could just go to jail or I wish he could DIE. And then, you go from the blue team to the red team and it's just acceptable. It's there's no morals at all with this organization of the street operators. A couple years from now, you can't call these new generations of gangbangers. At some point, they're gonna have to be operators because you operating in the streets because you're not really banging out here. You see what I'm saying? Like, man, you can't even open up the door for a woman nowadays. And don't let her look. You open up a door, she was like, if a nigga open up a door for a woman, he's sassy. Yeah, niggas like shit. Niggas like, yeah, I'm telling you, gang. Nigga, if you're not playing killer music in the car with her, that's for the young generation. I'm so old, man. You can't even put me in that even category and shit. Like, I see nothing wrong with opening up a door for a woman or an older woman or anything like that. It just means like, you man enough to let that woman know, hey, look, you got that. You know what I'm saying? Just some real man shit. Just some traits that you should automatically have installed in you. Nowadays and shit, these niggas and shit, I ain't opening up no door for no motherfucking broad and shit. Matter of fact, you go pump the gas for me. and it's just bad all over, man. But at the end of the day, when we look at this, Chrisean might be in a lot of trouble because Ronnie Doe passed away so short behind all this altercation between that might possibly be his baby. Because y'all got to realize something. Blueface claimed he took the test while she was pregnant. You see what I'm saying? That's not a 99.99% accuracy. You know what I'm saying? They never did the blood test when he came home. I don't know. It looked like it's a buildup. You know what I'm saying? It could be something after that, but if that's his baby, I think his mama wrong for making fun of him, calling him, SLOW. Yeah, that's crazy. I remember who remember back in the day with old folks when they wanted to be discreet, they say, man, I'm finna go smoking a CAR. They'll spell out the last word of what they was trying to. Y'all niggas don't know about that shit. Y'all young ass jive turkey. Let's go.
To control that, and the Italians showed you how to do that. And our politic ain't that deep. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got to knock down the knockdowner. That's it. And really, the only way you could be thorough with that is you got to be the knocking down the knockdowner. She pressed charges on Ronnie that day. So that week, Ronnie had a court date with Chrisean Rock on Friday for the charges she pressed on Ronnie. Ronnie tells them on Monday, yeah, I got you, you stupid. You ain't smarter than me. Now that we going to be in court, I can serve you the DNA subpoena, right? He said, I don't give a fuck about the case you filed on me. I got you right there. I'm going to have them served in front of the judge. It lands Wednesday morning. This court date is supposed to be Friday that she got on Ronnie. Wednesday night, Ronnie dead in his driveway.
And Wack damn sure gave a lot of detail on the situation. I mean, he knew when she landed in Baltimore, what day she was supposed to go to court, as well as the day that Ronnie passed away. I guess it being the same day or later on that night after she landed in Baltimore. I mean, he knew a lot of details about allegedly what took place. There's other players involved, and the people who she may have paid to do this may get arrested and tell on her. I mean, and keep in mind though, we still talking about an unsolved case. This is an open case. So, like, although he's saying this online and he just casually talking about it, this is something that hasn't been, like, nobody's been charged in this situation yet. And at this particular time, I don't even know legally if Chrisean is a suspect in the passing of Ronnie. I probably will have to do my due diligence and do a little research and try to find out if that may be the case. But at this particular time, she's a suspect in Wack 100's eyes, according to his own words, which is crazy because, again, this is an open case. But with that being said, though, this Chrisean conversation about Blueface and her showing up with Bloods and a lot of other things actually carried on to No Jumper during the Adam and Wack show.
This clip of basically like a salty Baldwin Village member standing outside the club, not able to get in the club, and allegedly the story was that Blueface was like coming into the club and he told them, don't let that dude in.
Cap.
And then there's another story, and I'm trying to figure out if they're the same story, that Chrisean showed up with 20 Bloods trying to get into the club.
So this is how it goes.
Is it? But are those the same night?
Same night.
Okay.
Blue, they told me, yo, they want him to do this, that. I said, all right, I'm going to put it together. So, I rallied up the troops. I didn't tell nobody I was coming.
Okay.
So we coming through the back. This is how she cap it. We didn't come to the front.
To the baddies thing.
We coming through the back.
Okay.
I'm 2 sprinters and 3 cars deep, right? It's about...
If you've never cashed a $42,166 paycheck, then I've...
30 of us, 20 of us come in, right? The other 10 is there on security detail outside. Now, I know they there because they're across the street from the front entrance. So probably about 12:15, the security tells us, Chrisean tried to get in. She in the front with 20 dudes, right? Now it's black pea stones in the venue. I see them, I know them. They spoke to me, right?
Just on some regular shit, like, or they were with somebody, or
no? They was in Natalie Nunn's area.
But it's not a gang oriented thing. It's just like a
it's
few
a whole
members
bunch
here
of
and there.
my brother Speedy there from Hard Time Hustle. So, but we know each other. You know, we might not be dressed apart, but we know each other, right? So they hit this. The text circulates to me and Blue, and Blue hits. Blue say, "Unc, what you think?" I said, "Call your shot." Blue said, "Leave them outside in the rain." So they didn't let her in or them.
Right.
They left. That's why I don't know why she keeps saying, I came up there to collect the check. Ain't nobody giving you no check at midnight. What you talking about?
Now, here's where it gets tricky. So she's hanging around these individuals that claim to be Bloods. They're supposed to be BPS or whatever, right? Allegedly. And these are some real street individuals. And we know how grimy the streets of LA can be. We've seen like how individuals have gotten taken advantage of, and some ultimately lost their lives playing around with the politics in the streets of Los Angeles. Now, with all of that being said, Wack 100 begins to point out the jewelry that she's wearing and how the things that she's doing and the things that she's saying has not only made her a target for people who may be upset with her disrespect towards the Crips, but also she's a target to the people that she's hanging around because she's making herself vulnerable, walking around these individuals with, as he said, $500,000 worth of jewelry, and allegedly telling them and screaming that she's there to pick up $100,000 check.
But she seems like she's kind of like fully embracing the Bloods. Like she thinks she's one of them.
Okay.
Now.
Yeah, I know. That's usually how it happens. I told her she should leave Los Angeles. Go back to Baltimore.
Because of anything in particular? Or?
Yes. Start Baltimore baddies.
The 20 versus 1 clip?
Yes. She dissed the whole Crip car. And you run around here with $500,000 of jewelry on, and you then dissed one of the biggest movements in LA County. Let's not forget this Crippin', right? Along with Blood and Pablo and Hoover goes across this country. So it ain't just here, but you here in the mecca of it. It's no way that them people who call themselves living and dying about that who will rob their own homeboy for a key of cocaine is going to let you run around this jungle with $500,000 a jury on, and you didn't dissed everything they stand for. Eventually, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
You got an out-of-town broad then diss something, and she run around here like that. Bro, it's men that can't run around with what she got on being respectful. All she can do is do the dumbest thing she did and say, I just got 170,000.
Boom.
Now you got your jury. So now here goes the thing. We squeeze it for the 170. We need a dub for coming out. The homies need this. And then we said, okay, she got 120 of the 170. 211 in progress. You want it back. The homie say he can get it back for 80.
Let's start unpacking some of what we heard in this video that I put together for y'all. So we seen that Chrisean is totally out of line, dissing Crips all across the country by using the derogatory term towards that particular gang, right? Running with Bloods and aligning herself in some shit that she really don't know the severity of it, or if she does, she's not thinking about the consequences that could be coming for her real soon. Secondly, Wack 100 is making some pretty strong accusations by stating that she's going to be arrested soon for bodying Ronnie. Now, I'm going to say this.
All right, let me jump in here. Look. Y'all remember her sister, she did not want to, her sister could have easily freed up the situation about Chrisean Rock having no dealings or understanding to the knowledge of Ronnie Doe's murder, right? Her sister didn't say nothing about it. She said she couldn't say nothing about it. Common sense to tell y'all, why not go look at Chrisean Rock, right? The murder happened in Baltimore. She keep running to LA acting like she getting money, right? And every time she go to LA, she's staying viral. She's always arguing with Blueface, because think about it. Blueface put her in a great position. If it wasn't for Blueface, we wouldn't even know who she was, right? Now that her influence have kind of died down, she has to be confrontational because she came in confrontational. I noticed, she said she's not in her fighting era no more. She grew up. She realized you can't keep winning all these fights. When she was fighting, she was taking off first and people would jump in and break it up. How many times you think that's going to go? Eventually, somebody's going to hand you your ass. And this goes for anybody out here who think y'all just King Kong. I ain't never met a nigga who couldn't get his ass whooped out here, man. You feel me? It would be delusional to think that you could just beat everybody up. It's always somebody that can get on your ass and put you to sleep out here, man. Dog walk you. You know what I'm saying? So, she realized she cashed in her token. She can't keep fighting because you got girls like Ivory. You know what I'm saying? You got girls like Big Liddy. You know what I'm saying? That get on her onion. I know for sure Ivory will probably dog walk her. Liddy would come behind her and put some pot knots over her head. You smell what I'm saying? So yeah, it can get really bad. So looking at this infrastructure that, you went from Blueface, now you messing with a little young Damu dude, right? That's dangerous. You playing both sides. Now, if y'all don't remember, this is how people die in gang culture. This is how people, because what do men do? They go to war behind women. A lot of people are resting in their coffins right now. I don't know if they're in heaven or hell. Like, damn, man, over this little funky ass broad, that broad is still walking this earth, knowing that two people that killed each other to prove that they like that over that broad. Now, Blueface is popping that shit. I think Blueface got to be one of the most ignorant young cats who was blessed with opportunity. You don't go back and cause chaos and want to set up. You a millionaire. This little youngster right here, he trying to get to that level, bro. And I think Top Hat, his energy, he's immature, he's a little emotional, and he's a crash out. But I also think he has some type of standard about himself. Like, he's not finna be arguing with you on his internet. You know what I'm saying? He said some statements the other day, but any man out to jump out his body and just say, oh yeah, nigga, I'm like that, nigga, all right, woo. And then you heard Chrisean say that he's the devil. You know what I'm saying? So all of this shit, what if Chrisean might be using both of these dudes just to stay in LA till she catch a case so she can cash in her tokens, because you know niggas talk out here. I'm pretty sure, just like Chrisean know all the schoolyards information, she's gathering information from the BPSs, and niggas just let that shit blow over their head. Y'all can watch right now. Shout out to Damn Homie. I like Damn Homie channel, but one thing I noticed about Damn Homie channel is she get all the niggas from the penitentiary, they just be singing like Jodeci to her. Yeah, that was me. I'm the one that got nigga whoop-de-whoop whack. I'm the one that did this to that nigga. Man, we tied that nigga up like a pig. You know what I'm saying? We folded his hands and tied his legs to his ass, man, and kicking that little nigga and just talking that type of shit live from prison. Like, it's, and knowing that fuck the calls being recorded, like you going, it's on a major platform. In a minute, I would think that the penitentiaries will start tuning in to all of this shit. Man, I'm just a critical thinker, homie. I'm so smart. I would never get caught portraying to be anything less than a civilized citizen, because when you go to jail, most niggas want to ask their mama to get the pastor. Mama, you think the pastor could write a letter on my behalf to say that I'm a good person? Because you need character letters when you're in jail. That's how they determine if you're fit or to make it back into society. They not letting no animal back in society. Some of them niggas been going up for parole for about 10 years. He go up in there with his attitude. Man, y'all heard it? Oh, hell no. Man, lock that nigga up. Not hell no. You ain't gonna let me out? No. Hell nah, nigga. You talking about nigga, you don't know if you will hurt somebody? Yeah, stop playing. You got new tattoos on your face in there? No, nigga, keep your ass in there, bro. These niggas is not playing. I don't trust this internet. Yeah, it's a lot of controversy, but y'all better understand something. If Chrisean goes down, if she becomes, just think about it, critical thinking. If Chrisean goes down as a suspect in Ronnie Doe's murder, right? She's going to need bargain chips. What bargain chips do she got? I'm pretty sure she got, man, she running with a little young nigga that's telling everybody he's like that. Why would she not? She got a son. Chrisean got a son. You think Chrisean is going to have loyalty to the BPSs? It is so easy for her to give up. If he ran his mouth, think about it. He's a gangbanger. He doesn't have a job. So if he's making money, it's 9 out of 10. It's illegal, right? You're not doing nothing legal when you gangbanging 24/7. So it's off a crime, right? And if he's running his mouth and hitting licks and passing and all that shit, and you sleeping with her and you pillow talking and you telling her, why wouldn't she not give up this little young nigga? She don't owe LA, BPS, schoolyard, no loyalty to nothing. She got a son she got to look after, and I don't think she do good in jail. She went to jail last time. She realized she ain't that motherfucking hard. Yeah, you take her ass to Chachilla. Take her to CIW, man. Take her to Chachilla. I guarantee you she gonna run into some studs, nigga. You know what I'm saying? She gonna run into some studs that look like niggas in there. You feel me? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Put on that mother. All right, get that little that toilet paper dildo and wrap a rubber ring. Like, yeah, suck it. It's toilet paper. Well, bend over there and get ugly in that motherfucker, man. Let's go. Yeah, so shout out to everybody pulling up to the live, man, to the Nina Boy show. Let's get it.
We all remember when they were running around with the conversation saying that Big U would soon be arrested for unaliving the young man up in Vegas, and eventually that happened. Now, some people say that Wack is affiliated with the police and that he's actually an informant or whatever. Call it what you may. It is strange for someone to be on YouTube or social media saying that an individual will be arrested soon for a body when that particular crime is still unsolved in an open case. A lot of times people will say that street individuals or people from the streets ain't supposed to talk about certain things, but as we see, those rules don't always apply to everybody, or everybody don't always apply those rules, especially when those words or those particular conversations are being had by those individuals. Now, me, myself, that's not something that I would necessarily want to bring to the internet, but since it's already placed on the internet, now we talking about it. But with that being said, that's another alleged rumor that came from Wack 100, not the Ruler Report. And third of all, I kind of feel like that a lot of people didn't know that Chrisean Rock's jewelry was real. I never thought that it was real. I always thought she might.
Yeah, man. So, all right. So one thing we got to always understand is we will never forget the fact that Wack 100 exposed the fact that Big U was finna be indicted, and it happened. He's prematurely said some things that was gonna take place, and it took place. You see what I'm saying? We got to know that. Look, he's saying a lot of this shit on Clubhouse. Clubhouse is probably the easiest place for detectives and anybody that's law enforcement to infiltrate these platforms, because Clubhouse, you don't need to show no face. You can create a profile pic, and these cops are regular people. When they get off of work, they go like regular people. This is how I'm always thinking, gang. Man, it's no way you can potentially get on this internet and portray that you're something so tough, so hard that even the police can't come knock at your door, come get with you. I mean, we even heard Big U saying, y'all trying to get me in trouble. Like, we grown out here. I don't think no man can get in trouble. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that goes to show you, man, when it comes to them alphabets, them alphabet boys, the FBI, LAPD, and all of that, bro. Half these dudes, man, nigga, heart get the pumping. Soon as you hear them sirens, because first of all, you got too much to lose. A lot of people is out here pretending as if they don't give, they will crash out. Man, I'm not crashing out unless my life in danger. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't want to prove nothing to no nigga that don't pay no bills. You know what I'm saying? Because I know personally that a lot of time, 9 out of 10, these cats out here, they don't have their own car, they don't have their own place, they don't have no income coming in. Now, they don't even have a portfolio. They have no type of ROIs coming in, and I'm not finna. I can't be beefing with a nigga who a vegan out here. This is my thing. Most of these cats that's popping this gangster shit, the only niggas they really beef with is they baby mama. I'm gonna be honest with you. The only person that these dudes is beefing with is they baby mamas, because they baby mamas had a baby by some of these nothing ass niggas that be posing like they gangsters on the internet, but nigga, you can't even get no diapers, or you can't even pay no rent. You don't have nowhere to go. Some of these cats ain't never even had their own apartment. You understand what I'm saying? They literally live with women, living with women a whole entire life, never had their own shit, but then they a man out here. No disrespect to Top Hat, but you live with your mama. You calling yourself a grown man, you really like that, but and this is the problem. These mamas out here letting these little killers come in their house, hide the weapon and all that shit. Not my baby until it's time for her to go to jail. Yeah. Keon, bring your ass out here. You tell them cops exactly who you shot and what you did, baby. I'll be there for you, but you ain't finna make me lose my Section 8 apartment. And it's crazy because these mothers is knowing this shit too. And nigga go chip something for no reason out here. Because you want to prove to somebody that you was like, we getting tricked up off these streets, gang. It's sad, because at the end of the day, how much is your time worth? Ask yourself, like, nigga, how much because if time ain't free. Time ain't free. Do you notice every time you leave your community, your hood, like say for instance, you go to West Hollywood, you go to Burbank, you know what I'm saying? You go to, to the Valley, you know what I'm saying? Beverly Hills, you know what I'm saying? Century City. Nobody know who you are. You see what I'm saying? You go pay the full price. You go outside of your comfort zone. You go to these upscale restaurants. You tip, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all tip when you go to these restaurants, because that's no etiquette. Some of these niggas have no etiquette at all. Niggas go eat a meal and just walk away and not tip. I ain't tipping them niggas, man. Hell no. I'm gonna give them a tip for it. They served you water. They gave you service. They was at your disposal. All that shit you tip, and you don't $5 minimum, $10 minimum, man. None of that fucking $2 shit. Yeah, they like, nigga, red my motherfucking bluff right there. But now on some real shit, man, we got to evolve, and 2026 is gonna show who's real and who's fake. You know what I'm saying? Because a real person is gonna do some real shit. A fake person is going to create an image, illusion that what their agenda is bigger and better than reality. Society don't care how many. You know what's so crazy? As a race, the stuff that we say is, oh, Buster and Mark shit, no other race think like that but us. If right now, Everybody who has a gun that's an African American don't have it for any other race. We got guns for our own people. You understand what I'm saying? If you got a gun in your possession, you got it for another black nigga, because another black man be the only one that's a danger to you. You don't have a gun for no other race, gang. Only reason why you got that gun is to watch your back from your own people. Think about that shit. You don't have no gun for no Asian man. You don't have no gun for no white man. You don't have no gun for no Indian man. You have a gun for a nigga. Not even a black man. A civilized black man is not a threat. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about them quarter fleece wearing ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? Vests, them black people, right? You got black people and you got niggas. You got a gun because you don't know when a nigga might want to come harm you. You understand what I'm saying? Especially growing up in LA, only time people have a gun is for our own people. Yeah, we proud of it too. We clocking that shit. Yeah, hell yeah, let a nigga play with me. And look what we say. Let a nigga play with me. Hell yeah, let him put that nigga in a dookie bag. Nigga, man, fuck that, man. What? All right, nigga, knock the batteries out that nigga back, yo. Yeah, nigga, hell yeah, I unplugged that nigga. Sent that nigga home, yeah. Picture that nigga mama standing over his coffin. This is what we have. We only have guns for our own people. You understand what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. Nobody else is a threat to us but us. And we're running around as if like we wearing these designers that other races created, but you won't even buy your local designer because it's not popular enough for you. It's crazy how, you know, we have this ideology of what make you a man and masculine and make you, man, you know what most black men consider being financially stable is bigger than being a gangster in the streets. A nigga with a job and a nigga that gangbang, which one is more lucrative? I don't care if you work for Amazon. An Amazon worker or a gangbanger. An Amazon worker literally makes more money than a gangbanger because a gangbanger makes his money off of committing crime. And that doesn't happen every day. You literally have to go find something to go pull up, scout, hit the lick, sell drugs, flock, rob, shoot, you know, all that crazy stuff to actually generate income. You see what I'm saying? Or some of these dudes out here scamming, whatever it is. That's not a consistent check. You understand what I'm saying? And they're not investing their money. It's just imagine a nigga right now got thousands of dollars and every day he wakes up and he just spend money like it's just his and like it's not going to deplete. It's not going to go low. You know what I'm saying? And when he get low, everybody stop answering them phone calls. Let me tell you something. And this is a method I always want everybody to remember. If you can't be used, you're useless. I'm just telling you how reality works, you know, because a lot of people want something for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the real world. I wouldn't dare even want to entertain somebody that if I couldn't bring nothing to the table, if I couldn't bring resources, finances, something to the table. Because if you got somebody around you and they're only asking for something and they're not bringing nothing to the table, 9 out of 10, they're using you. And if you can't use them, then the joke is on you. Hey, and that's my time, man. I hope y'all really caught some game from Nina Boy. We got more content coming, but if y'all new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button, comment. Let me know what y'all think about this Chrisean situation. If y'all want me to do the call-in live, I need everybody to put the 100 emoji in the comment section, and we'll start the phone calls back. I actually got a new number where y'all could call. Last time y'all had some immature people calling the number and, you know, saying gay jokes and no disrespect to all the people that, you know, that's in that community. Salute to y'all and be happy. But, you know, some of y'all playing on the phone and grown men moaning and just immature shit. Man, go play with your man. Go play with your daddy. whoever started that shit from you. Bring that shit over here, man. I support y'all. I think y'all are amazing creatures in y'all own way. But don't nobody like chili on their hot dog over here. So, hey, respect me. I respect you. And then with that being said, man, I'm going to see y'all in the next video. I take these pain pills, man, because I am in a little pain. But, hey, I worked through it, baby. I worked through it, man. And I'm going to see y'all in the next video, man. Let's get it. Let's go.
I know how to shoot, I know how to fight. I tell you once, don't tell you twice. And I'm real discreet, thief in the night. Yeah. If I call you,